Alrighty then. Evening on. I did post a link in a Facebook group yesterday, so I've had quite a few followers, so hi to anyone who's just followed. Glad to have you here. Hey Amanda, hey Nick, hey Thoth. Oh great, I'm doing that streamer thing where I have trouble pronouncing someone's name. Well, anyway. Just put Streamlabs into performance mode, and let's get Phoenix Wright going. Oh, fair enough. Out of interest, how is your name supposed to be pronounced there? Oh yeah, while the game's loading, quick update. The cable I'm expecting, I found out, isn't being dispatched from on the UK mainland, as I believe, but it's actually coming here from Ireland, which explains why it's been quite a while since. I think it was dispatched on the 22nd, so that would explain why it's taking a while, especially with COVID. In the meantime, I've sort of asked around a few tech places. That's good to know, Amanda. Just to see if anyone can suggest an alternative, because it's literally just a proprietary adapter, and it's just a standard AV slot that on the capture card, so there must be another way to do it. Anyway, we found this area just when we left off Wednesday, so let's just see what we've got. Looks like the backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain! Fujima. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo old Tokyo. Oh, right. Which god in particular? Oh right, do you mean your name's pronounced like the god? Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought! Hey, you! No touching that! Oh. I got completely the wrong voice there. Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? I completely forgot about Penny. Don't know what sort of voice to give her. Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Okay, that's not really quite the... Oh, you're... Yeah, that'll do. Oh, you're WP's people? WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. No clues here. Ah, yep, here's the step ladder, subject of the infamous joke. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? Well, one climbs over Chloe's. Sorry. Had to. You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Sorry, Phoenix, but we stan Maya. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. What's this? That's a reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh? What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Yeah, sorry about my voices, everyone, but this is my stream and I'm doing it my way. Badly. You're right, Amanda, but quite frankly, I'd forgive her for it. Oh, thanks. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would at least leave a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Let's see what Penny's got to say then. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see? Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio's not doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, hey Joanna. Welcome to the stream. Should I call you Joanna, or would you prefer sugar snaps? Or snaps, or sugar, or some variation thereof? Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area? That's where Pa's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Paz was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Paz's alibi. And oh, thanks for the follow, Joanna. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? Okay, it's actually been a while since I played this game, but I'm serious. In hindsight, I'm seriously trans-headcanoning Penny a lot here. No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Like, I'm literally sure, just after I came out, I was literally wearing that exact outfit, so... Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So, you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? If only. Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it as in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, let's just see if Penny reacts to any of these. Any thoughts about this? Sorry. I don't really want to think about too much about what happened just yesterday. Okay, I guess she isn't going to say anything there. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that, definitely. I mean, come on. Maya and Nick are the picture of, well, WWMLL solidarity. Oh, hey Badger, how you doing today? October the 16th, Global Studios main gate.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Okay, terrifying fact. She's married. Wendy Oldbag is married. Oh, nice. A pre-cancerous spot? That sounds a bit... Yeah, I didn't know you had one, so I'm super glad you got rid of it.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 PM, correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as I can be.
But we have a witness who thinks that there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Oh, that's rough, Badger. Glad you've recovered from that. Are you absolutely sure? You were here watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Eek!
Alright, you better tell me quick, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
No, we were just talking to the assistant in studio. No, Mayor, don't rat out Penny.
Her. She's not even a full-time employee. All you young'uns are like that nowadays.
Okay, I've been warned not to try and read these out, so I'm not gonna. Wendy Oldbag is the model against which all Karens can be judged. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Alright, computer, show me what you got. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer?
Hacker voice. I'm in.
Okay, let's give this a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 PM that day. 1 PM, that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station.
Please enter the number of the security camera. Okay.
There, entered.
Nothing happened.
Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong.
Maybe we should go look at that camera again. This is what I get for not remembering stuff, I guess. Hey, Gumshoe. Okay, ST1 307. ST1 307. ST1 307. ST1 307. ST1 307.
There, entered.
Hey, it prints out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, thanks, Amanda. Yep. Gumshoe's, between Will Powers and Gumshoe, this game has top-level himbo representation. And as we can see, the murderer was in a costume, so they might not have been our client.
Huh?
How's this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October the 15th, 2 PM, photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day.
Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers, question mark, photo added to the court record. Taken at the gate between the entrance and the studios. October the 15th, 2 PM, photo number 2. Hey, Nick! Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway. Wow, don't mansplain, Phoenix. Oh yeah, Clavier. Him and his guitar just turning the judge against you. Let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not. I mean,
last time that happened, I just got arrested. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Also, like I said, I don't want to get arrested again. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So we're done for today. Hey Skylar, how you doing? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if you had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. To be fair, he does actually get a lot more intelligent in the Apollo Justice series when he's not the protagonist. Then again, I suppose if you didn't know about any of his internal monologues, he'd come across as quite crafty, wouldn't he? Maybe he is just that intelligent. The world may never know. Anyway, October the 18th, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 4. Yeah, to be fair, he's holding the idiot ball because I'm in control.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honour.
The defence is ready, Your Honour. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2 PM on October the 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see.
Like how Edgeworth is just sort of, giving a blurb for the whole trial. So, Nick, you're... Wait. Nick? Nick. The pieces are coming together. I mean, you know, maybe being driven to rock bottom, spoilers I guess, but you know, he was in a tight spot in the first Apollo Justice game, so maybe he was just being forced to actually think. Anyway.
I see. Very well. I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call a most familiar face. Detective Gumshoe to the stand. There's our boy. Detective, if you were to briefly describe this case to the court?
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To explain this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action sequences during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 PM on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October the 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon.
Sorry. Yep, sorry, but Scarlett's right here.
All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Yes, I did repeat myself. What of it? Don't you know she loved my voice? Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 PM, the security lady got to the guard station. Now, to jump ahead to later that day, 5 PM. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 PM. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon.
Oh, thanks, Amanda.
Welcome to a world gone mad. This is a voice you will only hear now in parodies, where it'll seem like a trailer for an action movie, but actually, we're actually trying to get you to buy a current account at our bank. That's the case, in brief. Anyone would like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again?
No, Phoenix, my voice can't handle that.
I think I can remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Samurai spear added to the court record. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honour, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is... what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call this security officer to the stand. Guess I sort of slipped into giving him a David Attenborough voice there. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please. I'm afraid I'm not into women.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be so embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Mr. Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. It's practically my name.
Okay, there goes another round. Poor Edgeworth.
Objection!
Girls are all over him, and the one person he's attracted to is just too dense to see it. A Scotch accent. Yeah, I can see that. Here we see the witness in their natural habitat. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. It's straining this poor Let's Player's throat.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. You know that's my job. I have the old man voice.
Charlie Adler's. Joke wizard teacher, author unknown. Yeah, it's fun to see Edgeworth. Well, Edgeworth's just that one classic straight, just the classic straight man. Well, you know, not straight, but you know what I mean. Because he's just there with all the dignity in the world, and it just has to be, basically it's like that episode of The Simpsons where they show Sideshow Bob's origin story. And he's just so dignified, it's funny to see him hit in the face with a custard pie. Anyway,
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor.
Witness's account. Okay, so you know what we need to do here? And how do you know that?
So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny?
Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to put out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him.
Okay, no time like the present.
Objection!
Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I like that she's only just realised this.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
My God, Judge.
No one in the court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He is having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have the proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Even Edgeworth is surprised.
The prosecution would like to ask that the witness please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Poor Edgeworth. Poor Edgeworth.
Wow. Old Windbag's left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Paz trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Yep, especially right now, my voice.
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
Okay.
Hold it!
Trip and fall? Yes, and to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So, Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Paz's ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
Hold it!
He broke a prop. Sure did. Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear, the murder weapon.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court records. Yep, that's going to be important because how are you supposed to stab someone with a broken spear?
Hold it!
Was Mr. Paz's ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad, he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
That's the nap.
That's the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honour?
Well, there's one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is this Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honour? Okay, let's frack around and find out.
Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honour. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
That is true, MRL man. Eyewitness testimony is known to be unreliable. I mean, that's the basic of this game's entire mechanics, so...
Hold it!
How do you know that? Huh? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see, Detective. Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts.
I don't think my voice could take peering into her mind to see what she's thinking.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking? Right.
Hold it!
What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
Yep, quite possibly, VRL. Quite possibly. Or maybe she, I don't know, maybe all her relatives are just like this when they get old. Who knows?
Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Hold it!
Are you sure?
Objection!
The witness has answered the question.
Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let them have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy.
Oh, edgy boy, what is the secret of your powers? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all.
So far they're saying the victim was stabbed with a samurai spear, but since the samurai spear is actually supposed to have been broken...
Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps.
Wow. Seriously, Nick? Okay, I know what I'm going to say to her now. Right after save's coming. What new girl me around? Photo number 2.
Objection!
Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Maya. She's been the assistant character since the first game, which this is.
Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo.
Yeah, that's right. Mia's the older sister who was Phoenix Wright's mentor. She was murdered in the second case. And Maya is the younger sister. And no, they're not dating. Their relationship is strictly professional, Mia. Ah, yeah, Pearl's the child. But I don't think she actually comes in until the second game. And obviously they can all channel Mia, so technically speaking, all three of them, Mia, at various times.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of the photo are printed the words, October the 15th, 2 p.m, photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd?
No, Muriel, he's not dating any of them. The dead older one is his mentor. The younger one is his assistant. And the child is a child.
Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows not but one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yeah, there is only data for one of the photos. You could have erased the data for the other photo. Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Somehow help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Oh. Blank background.
Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Oh, hey, Pony, how's it going? Okay, Muriel, we do not stand Wendy Oldbag in this chat. Clear?
I see. Your testimony, please.
Okay, it's that time of the stream again. That's right, tea ASMR. Okay, testimony. The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag?
This is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination.
Well, I say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Skylar redeemed random trivia 100 for 100 points. Okay, random trivia. Random trivia. I guess it has to be legal trivia. Under British common law, your legal name is actually whatever everyone calls you. This, for example, means that theoretically, any Britons, including myself in the chat, handles are also legal names. And as you all know, I am trans, and I've legally changed my name. And I actually literally did that just by writing out a document that says my name is, but now I'm going to be known as Erin, and I'm not telling you my surname. I mean, it's not hard to find, but I'm not telling you it. And yep, just signing that, and that's what they accepted when I changed my documents. So yep, there's your random bit of trivia.
Another job? That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at each one of the photos that the security camera takes.
Do you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating.
Oh god, I've had a manager exactly like that.
Hold it!
It is illegal to say, I want to kill the United States of America. To be fair, how can you kill a country? People keep saying Jesus Christ when Mirel comes into the room. That must be his name. Alright. To be fair, I think all our brains would like to skip ahead to that. Zing.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point.
Hold it!
Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy. Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me.
Fanboys are nothing on the fangirls. For example, I'm a Metroid fangirl and look at me right now.
They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection!
Wait a second. Did you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well?
Yeah, I know it's a shock, but really, I know I never bring it up, but I am a huge fan of the Metroid series.
If you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Ah, Chekhov's drain.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Sorry, I don't know how I see what you did there, Badger. For the chat, great plan is an old in-joke, so sorry about that.
Kids. So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
Okay, Americans in the chat, could you remind us how old 2nd and 3rd grade is? Oh, thanks, Amanda. Okay, 7 or 8. Thanks for that.
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looks to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear?
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I guess maybe he was just a lone wolf. He was a nice boy.
Skylar. Okay, are there any mods in the chat? Please time out Skylar for that. Strictly speaking, I am actually dressed as a Metroid because Metroid's a Chozo title for Ultimate Warrior, which Samus both is and could use. Also in Metroid Fusion she has Metroid DNA, so I am in fact dressed as a Metroid.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
One R, Mirror, 1R. October the 18th, 11:08 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Mr. Powers?
What voice was I giving this guy again? Completely forgot what voice I gave this guy. Oh, thanks, HK. Beg your pardon, Miro. Yeah, I've already been warned not to try voicing Wendy Oldbag when she's on a rant, so there's that. Good question, is Will Powers a werewolf? He is very nice, so he's probably got some dark secrets. What voice was I using? Oh right, yeah, I guess he does kind of look like, oh my god, he's Hugh Jackman.
Yes. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
Yep, Hugh Jackman. Yep, well, Powers is a furry. Yeah, the animation in these games is amazing. It's very heavily keyframe based, so.
So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down, we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, you'll be picking up any similar games as a present for... Oh, sorry. Somehow Mirel, I don't think that would happen. Although Dragon Ball did start off as a light comedy show before they sort of introduced the whole alien conqueror thing, so yeah.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Okay, who are we going to blame here?
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. Ah, there we go. The photo we do not have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime.
It was P. Diddy, mastermind of 9/11. Sorry, old meme.
Order? Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent.
Not like that's the entire premise of the game, is it?
If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you'll be penalised. Right, okay, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who is this person other than Mr. Powers who could have committed murder?
Wendy Oldbag doesn't have a son as far as we know, Muriel.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Wait, wrong voice entirely.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture.
Wait, sorry.
That means whoever's in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? What? Whippersnapper!
Yep. I mean, she could probably carry the spear into doing the stabbing itself. Skylar, Kello. The true culprit in this mess are movie studios making bad live-action movies of beloved characters and making them dark and edgy. You're right, and you should say it.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag! This is Miss Old... That's Miss Oldbag to you? Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slips into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go all the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture.
Yep, Nick, you're right. We should have cheerful animated versions of edgy live-action movies. Hashtag release the samurai cut. I suppose trashy is fun. Like, I'm not really a fan of the live-action Resident Evil movies, but there's a trio of free canon CGI movies that are quite fun.
She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Right. Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes the second, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
Uh-oh.
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way.
I suspect the judge might actually penalise me for making her go on another rant, but... Sugar snaps. Yep, he wants Edgeworth to pounce. We can all see it. Okay, which limb, Muriel?
The very reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on this day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed.
Yep. Shipping is valid and shipping is accepted in this chat. Unlike defense of other M. The worst crime of all.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went into the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I raised! He's only a grade schooler though. As you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
Oh, come on, I don't think Edgeworth's that mean, is he?
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and be mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper?
Okay, Boomer.
I have proof. Proof? Indeed. And let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Okay. The fact the weapon was broken. Card key. Let's go over the autopsy report.
This is my proof. I can't see how this has anything to do with the matter. Mr. Wright? There aren't that many pieces of evidence in the court record. Please try not to pick the wrong ones. Sorry, Your Honour. I'll ask again, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Well, the argument is that the kid wasn't the one wearing the costume anyway, so the fact he needed a card key to get in.
Take that!
The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find more about your witness. Miss Wendy, what was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honour.
Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking.
Here we go. Ah, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify.
Testimony. My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios that, on the day of the murder, they said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day.
Pardon me?
But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Oh, it rhymes.
Miss Oldbag? This is crucial information. Why do you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
This is killing my voice.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honour. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your course examination.
It's a workout, alright. It's a workout. Press.
So you were told not to talk. That's right. By the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it.
Hold it!
Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director?
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but...
Hold it!
Miss Oldbag.
Wait,
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. I mean, they weren't wearing the steel samurai costume or anything. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talks? I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Well, let's just keep getting these cross-examinations. For an odd windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Oh hey Cara Fruit, how's it going? Let's get as much information as we can.
Hold it!
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
Oh.
Hold it!
So they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
Oh, that's good to know, Cara. I'll kill this woman, I swear it. That's a murder look, alright.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
The thing about this is, the previous case introduced him as a cold, hard, scary lawyer who maybe was friends with Phoenix once. Here he gets humanised a bit more. And I think the fourth case is sort of the apex of his arc, because that's where the original Game Boy Advance version of the game ended.
But if you're accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Hold it!
Them? Who were these people? Well, the director.
I think I've already got that bit. Okay, that's everything then. Are you confessing, Mirror? Are you the fanboy?
Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defence's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we've been told of.
Yep, everyone put Mirror on trial.
I understand, Your Honour. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Yep, Kara, bang that gavel. October the 18th, 1:04 PM. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Ah, really? It's nothing. Grin. Oh, or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
Okay, Scarla. Have a good evening. Yeah, well, I've never watched Naruto Mirror, so I don't know.
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
To be continued. Right, what time are we at? Should we continue? So obviously, a week today, I'm starting a D&D game, so I'll have to finish at 7:30. So let's just go on a bit longer while we still can. October the 18th, Rice and Co. Law Offices. Doom doom. Phew, what a day. There's no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think the WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. I love Mia's determined pose. Mia's favourite potted plant. Mia's been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. What do you think we should do? What do I? Huh? Why don't we just do just what you just said? We got to get the scoop on this director and the producer. Oh right, there's no point in hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to those studios pronto. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. Just gonna show her my badge again. Hey, see this? You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick? I wish I had my own samurai spear. You'd be my own personal pincushion, Nick. Did she just threaten to murder Phoenix? Me? Why me? You know what? What if this really was Mr. Powers? Yeah, it's hard to say. We don't really know anyone else it could be. I seriously doubt it was that old windbag. So Mr. Powers is lying? He really doesn't seem like the type, does he? Curiouser, curiouser. Hey, do you still have that? Great. Well, we couldn't get into the scene of the murder without it. And it's only isn't missing it in his detention cell. Poor old WP. Okay, she doesn't know how that'll help. Let's roll. October the 18th, Detention Centre, Visitors Room. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes? Oh yeah, that's the voice I was doing. Like, very Shakespearean. What if there's any new dialogue for the guards? Nope. He's just monitoring the visitors' room now. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. The security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, it's just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
Show my badge again. Good luck.
Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way I could help you. Sorry. We found this key card in your dressing room.
Oh, that's mine, yes? Can people outside the studios get these cards?
I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is.
Huh.
Regarding this photograph,
Yes?
this really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right?
Right.
I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time. Honest. But who else could have worn it?
Your costume was in your dressing room?
Yes. I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who?
Okay, doesn't know anything about this.
Regarding the murder weapon,
Yes?
is it heavy, that spear?
It's pretty hefty, yes.
I don't think the average person will be able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run through? Sad huge jacks, man. You said it, Amanda.
Oh yes, I goofed around. I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard. Okay, that's enough of this guy. Back to the studio. October the 18th, 2:16 PM, Global Studios main gate. No one's here.
Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
I mean, getting someone arrested on false charges isn't the worst thing anyone's ever done in an adventure game to get rid of someone.
I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them.
The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day.
Okay, nothing new here. Start with the employee area. Yeah, I could do with some donuts. Really, Maya's the real protagonist here. Well, the real audience insert. When I get my mixer back, I'm so going to make some donuts. Anyway, October the 18th, Global Studios employee area. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi. WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, poor Penny. Yes, Amanda. Donuts. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't.
Personally, I think you should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Okay. I know she has to wear a lot of hats, but someone's just going to push that straight out, aren't they? Yeah, I think she does. So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through the drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you?
What, you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, is she serious? Uh-oh.
Okay, come on, Phoenix. Be supportive.
Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. There, that should make the kids happy.
The things we do. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it.
Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live so free of guilt.
Nick Swall.
There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably near old Tokyo Castle.
Alright. Seen this bit? That food is looking manky now. Oops. Start that again.
The door to the dressing room, it's not locked.
Hey, Nick! Let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal.
Hey, we're not thieves.
But we did take that card key.
We borrowed that. There's a difference. We're the protagonists of an adventure game. We just take things, but we don't steal them.
Okay, dressing room. October 18th. Oh god, I said the American way. Global Studios dressing room. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
That's what Mr. Paz says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But Nick, what if Mr. Paz hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
Huh? She's got a point.
Same. Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked.
Mayor, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue.
There's an array of cosmetics here.
According to Mayor, that wig was used in some old TV show.
Samurai Boogie Wiggy, Nick. Get with the picture.
Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig.
I kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda.
Right, and I kinda like Metroid.
There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes.
Okay, nothing in the drawers. Guess there's nothing new in here. Oh, hello. Ho ho, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of like an alternative guard fashion thing. Penny must be protected at all costs.
So, how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left all over them? On them? In the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it? The kids sneak in here a lot. Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though.
I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and the producer were here on the day of the murder.
I wish I looked this cute before I came out, Amanda. Although, to be fair, I did wear a lot of vests slash gilets, so... Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
The producer, huh?
Okay. Not really sure what that is. Sorry. Okay, she doesn't know what that is. Wow, they gave a lawyer one of the card keys.
Well, I'm sort of borrowing it.
I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict about those card keys here.
I guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful.
That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this, anyway?
Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon.
You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around.
So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Paz the only one I can think of?
Okay. What's that around her neck? Is that a digivice? Sure, why not? Okay, outside Studio 1. October the 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey Nick! It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of the cast and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
The studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before.
Looks kind of like a tengu. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant.
I'm not really sure we want her fixing anything. And you'd probably need a crane to move that thing.
Probably so. Okay, let's just take a look in Studio 1 again first. October the 18th, Studio 1. I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else, Nick. A new dialogue on the ladder. Okay, guess that's more or less a hint we don't need to be there. I guess we'll just keep going until I hit the 2-hour mark. October the 18th, Studio 2 entrance. Ooh, a minivan.
This place is deserted.
Crash.
Yeah. Nick, what was that noise?
Oi. Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer.
Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
If they'll let us.
Yep, that's the tension music. Oh, please don't touch anything there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew.
I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time.
Okay, guess I can't get that yet. A light van for moving staff and equipment around.
They've kept it in pretty good shape. It looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Phoenix continues to be a millennial mood.
An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too?
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
Where are the bones? The bones.
There are some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous.
Wow, I'm sure that's not foreshadowing.
These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
The trailer door. It's locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. I doubt they'd let us borrow it. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, things are progressing, music. Okay. Nothing in here. Can't convince her to give me the key. Oh,
WTF? Who are you? Who are you dudes? LMAO?
oh, come on, he says those out loud. Okay, fine, that's how I talked online when this game came out. I felt very called out. Huh? We? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Sal Monella? I made the elite shows, The Steel Samurai, mine. RTFC, read the film credits.
Really? You're the Sal Monella? That was in my chicken? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry. Yep, this guy. God, sweat's even worse than I remember.
No, quite alright really. It's fine, Waffle.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection. Yeah.
I'm not reading this dialogue out in any sort of voice. Yeah, hot, slobber. Hey, do you do a lot of cosplay? 'Cause that costume, rock saws, drool. Rock saws? What? Hey, you're drooling. Huh? Lol. Buffer overrun. Pant. Yeah, I'm just reading his dialogue out in monotone. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to The Steel Samurai. Pink Princess. Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffle. LMAO.
Pink Princess.
Why's it got to be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo or Tokyo?
Man, we really need to talk about cool.
I hate this guy so much.
There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees.
Hey, Nick!
What now?
The snacks. There was twice this much here before. I ate them. They were past their expiration date anyway, Rothel.
She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears welling in her eyes.
Damn it, may I just punch him?
Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder?
Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us, huh?
That's right.
It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Heh. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Sad emoticon.
T-bone steak, was it?
Yeah, sucks alls. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksores mean?
No idea.
Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's
Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you.
Oh, you mean Divask? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. Sweats. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She is the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yes, we were together from noon till 4 p.m. the whole time. Sounds pretty sus to me. Okay. That's 2 hours, so I'm going to give my voice a rest. Also, I want to take a shower after talking to this guy. So, yep. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you've all enjoyed the stream. Obviously, I'm still waiting on the cable, so you're quite welcome, Carafreet. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream Metroid Prime soon. And of course, many other GameCube games. And I think Switch games and PS4 games will also be on the cards after that. I might keep doing Phoenix Wright streams on Fridays, just because obviously I'm starting a D&D game next week. Yep, thanks for coming, Amanda, Sugar Snaps. Yep, Badger, thanks to you too. I'll just find someone to raid. Might be Nick. I think he's finishing up Dead Space, but see who else is on as well. So yeah, I might just play Phoenix Wright just because it's very easy to do a 1.5 hour stream and finish in time to begin the game. Okay, let's see, we've got pretty much everyone's live. Okay, Nick's the only streamer I really know well enough I'd want to raid, so I guess we'll be raiding Nick while he cuts his lifespan down with a live. Okay, Nick's the only streamer. Right then. Everyone in the car? Wait. Everyone ready? Let's blow this scene. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. See you again on Monday.